why teaching? Why is that important? Welcome in to Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm Chris Yow and Scott Stewart coming your way with more from the Pulaski Citizen down in Giles County. We've got a fantastic show for you lined up today. Can't wait for you guys to check it out. We've got a lot to get to, so we'll get to it right now. We'll start with this week on the front page of Main Street Murray. You can find a story about a local shooting here in Columbia. There is one suspect that has been arrested. Another is still at large. You'll also find more information this week about Saturday's Alzheimer's Walk here in Murray County. Huge event coming up, and there's a lot of information in there about that. The event is going to be held at Murray County Park on Saturday, June 3rd. And we hope to see you there. I will definitely be there playing some music, so looking forward to seeing you guys. Please come out and join us for that. There's also a story on the Murray County Republicans. They are deciding on whether or not to continue having their caucus or to go to a primary format. So there is a discussion on that. All of that and much, much more can be found in Main Street Murray in the news section in sports. We've got a lot coming up. Of course, we'll tell you about it a little bit later with Mo Patton, but full coverage from Spring Fling. We're going to send it down to Giles County, where Scott Stewart is standing by to tell you what's in this week's Pulaski Citizen.
Good morning. This is the wrap for the Pulaski Citizen for this week. On the front page this week, Ricky Lamar is our Citizen Spotlight, and there's an article inside about Ricky. He got the honor of the front and center top of the page of the Pulaski Citizen this week. Also on the front page, there's been a resolution in the ongoing saga over the use of the Pulaski Square and County Courthouse grounds this weekend. We've been covering that a lot over the last couple of months, and we've got an article inside that details the resolution. In short, both groups will be on the square this week. The county's 2023-24 budget is ready to go to the full county commission. June 29th is when that commission meeting will be. And as much as I can in 2,000 words, I have wrapped up, given as much detail as I can on that 2023-24 county budget. Giles County remembered our fallen veterans Monday, and photos are on the front page, as well as you can watch this ceremony on our social media outlets. That would be Pulaski Citizen Live YouTube channel, Pulaski Citizen Facebook, and Pulaski Citizen Twitter. Bagatelle recently celebrated 50 years in Giles County, and we celebrated with them on the front page. Inside, there's a photo of the U.S. Colored Troops Monument that's been installed up at the Cave Springs Heritage Plaza on North 1st Street in Pulaski. The unveiling for that is set for June 17th. If you want to get hungry, let me just go ahead and tell you, don't look at B1 if you don't want to get hungry, because B1 is the most delicious looking page that we've had in the newspaper, and I don't know when. The strawberries on the front are beautiful, and they make you just want to eat a whole bushel of strawberries. And then down at the bottom, we have the Bob's Chop House Steakhouse up in Nashville with that nice looking steak. So you guys, man, it will make you want something to eat looking at that front page of the beach section. We've got several auction ads again this week. We've got a Vacation Bible School ad out at Church of Christ out at Oddfellows Hall. We've got the Linville Board of Mayor and Alderman article. We've got obituaries, backward glances, general sessions, court docket, fun and games, Pulaski Citizen Classifieds. I don't know if you know this, but they're full of public notices, full of meeting notices, for sale items, job listings, services listings. There's a lot more in the Classifieds and the Pulaski Citizen this week. We'll be right back after this.
Attention Tennessee homeowners, we want to buy your house. Hi, we are Real Property Solutions, a local real estate investing group. We pay cash for all types of property, so you walk away with more money in your pocket because we eliminate any fees, closing costs, and commissions. Now the best part, we can buy your house as is, meaning you don't have to do a thing to your property. You get to take what you want, leave what you don't, and don't even worry about cleaning. We close on your timeline. whether that's 7 days or 70 days. Interested in selling? Just give us a call and we'll come out to your property and quote you a cash offer within 24 hours. Please call 615-527-8750. That's 615-527-8750.
Having a good, confident smile and being able to portray that positivity to others is really helpful.
A professional family atmosphere is what we get every time we come here.
Our hygienists do a better job at kind of assessing mouths and coming up with plans than most dentists do.
They're very kind and they're very aware of other people.
I think if there's things that I would want you to leave here with, I want you to feel like you were heard, that we listened to you, and I want you to feel like that your concerns were addressed.
Ted Danson won't be standing behind the bar when customers walk into Omega's Market and Diner, but that won't stop staff members from calling them by their name. Well, at least a name.
We thank them all. We try to learn everybody by name and come in here. We try to call them by name. If we don't get it right, we'll try to get it right.
Treating customers like family and serving up delicious home-cooked style meals has made Omega's one of the most popular restaurants in Columbia. Tucked away at the corner of Woodland and Cemetery Avenue in College Heights neighborhood, the place may not be easy to find. Was it scary to open a business without a large following of customers in a place that is off the beaten path? Certainly.
You know, not to sound like I'm being arrogant or anything, but I've had this vision for many years.
Sure, they start serving all the great food at 11 o'clock, but that's not when the day starts. No, they've got to get prepared. And that's when Sean says things get a little early for him.
I usually get in here probably about 8 o'clock. Sometimes I get here a little 7, depending on what's going on. This morning I got here at 7 because we had to get an order out for a construction company. So this morning we got in here early and kind of got everything already prepped and ready. So by the time 11 o'clock get here, everything will move a little smooth. When I got my auntie over there, she's going to answer the phone, which is a great big help. So, you know, as long as the phone get answered and somebody is writing the orders down, that's kind of what's going to keep us moving. Because as far as that, everything else, I can really do much and multitask and do the rest.
Her faith, though, is what gave the Murray County native the strength to not only open the business, but to thrive in it. Miss Omega said there wouldn't be a business without God and His blessing. Her faith, however, was key when she walked away from her job that had no benefits, she had no income, and opened the doors.
And my kids asked me, Mama, did you get old to go crazy? I said, no. I know my gift. I know what I asked God for. And He has led me to this place. And so I know that He didn't bring me here to leave me.
Omega's son, Sean Harris, said the food is exactly what he's been eating his whole life. The same food she would make at home, for church, or for pastors is the same food you'll order at the window and have delivered to your table. From fried pork chops or maybe meatloaf, chicken and dressing to side dishes like macaroni and cheese, turnip greens, fried okra, the Southern-style cuisine doesn't get much better than what Miss Omega puts down. The best part about serving up that food is doing it in her home community. And that's why she considers everyone family.
Everybody here is family. Even the customers that come here, they are my family, they're my friends, and I love every one of them. And I appreciate them. I thank God for them.
Love me, Tennessee. I've been here all my life. My mama was raised in Culleoka. Ain't nowhere else. That's it.
Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint treats your orthopedic injuries and existing conditions. Our trained physicians will get you back in the game faster. Contact us at 931-381-2663 or www.mtbj.net. Custom Stone Handlers supplies over 600 distributors and suppliers with quality stone products. Along with River Stone, we produce and distribute over 100 building, landscape, and other bulk products. Our goal is to provide quality products, service, and partnerships to ensure our customers' success. We firmly believe that the measure of any person or company is how they treat other people and customers. Give them a call at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStonehandlers.com.
With Lee Company technology, the best handymen are hands-off. Lee Company techs have been using visual findings and other smart technology tools for years to add transparency and virtually take customers along. You see what we see, whether we're in a crawl space or on a roof. With Lee Company, technology helps us help you, no matter what's happening in the world or at your house.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Attention Tennessee homeowners, we want to buy your house. Hi, we are Real Property Solutions, a local real estate investing group. We pay cash for all types of property, so you walk away with more money in your pocket because we eliminate any fees, closing costs, and commissions. Now the best part, we can buy your house as is, meaning you don't have to do a thing to your property. You get to take what you want, leave what you don't, and don't even worry about cleaning. We close on your timeline, whether that's 7 days or 70 days. Interested in selling? Just give us a call and we'll come out to your property and quote you a cash offer within 24 hours. Please call 615-527-8750. That's 615-527-8750.
Welcome back. I have the pleasure of introducing you to John Lancaster today, and he is the president of the Historical Society here in Giles County. First off, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Well, let's get to know you a little bit. You've been here now since 2013.
Yes.
What is your background? Where does your love for the history part of towns come from?
Well, I grew up in Smith County, Tennessee, and I started young in 4-H and with a history of Tennessee, interest in Tennessee history. And that developed into a love of historic houses. And I worked during my undergraduate years doing surveys of historic houses in the state for the state's history department. And then I got involved with the music industry in Nashville and loved doing that. But on the side, I kept working with a historic house in Nashville. And then when I got married, my wife said, well, why don't you pursue this history interest of yours? So I went back to college and got a master's in public history at MTSU, and I've worked in the museum field for over 30 years.
That's incredible.
So I came to Pulaski to retire, basically, and instead I'm now running the local historical society.
I'm sorry, I chuckle when people say retire because they're never retired.
Right, no. I'm busier now than I ever have been.
I can imagine. First, let me know I am a fellow Blue Raider.
Okay.
I graduated from MTSU. Yes, sir. All right, let's talk about some of the homes that you've been able to look at and to do your work on. What's some of the most historical homes that you've seen in the state?
Well, Belmont Mansion is my love in Nashville. I worked there on and off for over 20 years, and then I was the interim director at Oakland's in Murfreesboro some years ago, and then I've been involved with Carnton Plantation. I worked there as a curator, and then I agreed to help a friend of mine with Ripa Villa for a little while. And that was before it changed organizations that operate it now, and it's now operated under the Franklin Trust Franklin Battlefield umbrella.
John, is it hard, like when you are working, say, with a particular home or historical project, to kind of leave it in the hands of somebody else?
It depends. It can be difficult, but then you hopefully have someone you trust well enough to leave it in their hands.
Yeah. So what have you found since you've moved to Giles County? Have you developed a love for this area? Obviously, if you are in the position you are in now.
I love this area, and everybody here has been very friendly to my wife and I, and very welcoming, considering we're outsiders. And so with my involvement with the Historical Society, I think that has helped a lot. My wife and I have both tried to make friends in different circles in town. She knows a lot of the wives. I know a lot of the husbands. So together we talk about the couples we've met and gotten to know, and so that's helped us a lot learn about the town. And I served on the board of the Chamber of Commerce for a while as well, and that helped.
Very nice. So let's talk about how rich the history is here in Pulaski.
Oh, Pulaski and Giles County in general has a very rich history, starting back to 1809 when it became a county as a cutoff of Murray County, or I should say, yeah, Murray County north of us. So then part of this county was still Indian territory, and people were already trying to settle here in like Elkton and Prospect, Tennessee, but officially they weren't supposed to come and settle yet until after the Indian Treaty with the U.S. government was approved, opening up the rest of the county. So this county sort of developed from the north with people coming down from Columbia, from the south coming up to Tennessee and Elk River, and then later Richland Creek, which meanders throughout the whole county. And so that way we do have a lot of early homes in the south part of the county, as well as a lot of Victorian era homes here in Pulaski. And once Pulaski was established as the county seat, originally the town was sort of centered over by Richland Creek, where our stockyard is now, is where our first log cabin courthouse was. Then they were able to clear off the square that we have here in town, and we've had 5 courthouses there. So our current courthouse has stood since 1909 as a fireproof building because of fires that have destroyed some of our previous ones.
Because there was one fire that took out one side of the street in the courthouse, correct?
Sort of, yes.
Okay.
The courthouse has been a separate fire, but we've also had a number of fires around the square, which a section of the square would burn down and the city would think, okay, let's get a fire department. Then they'd discuss how expensive it would be, and they'd wait. Then we'd have another fire and the same discussion would occur. And then finally around 1900, we got a fire department.
Okay.
So unfortunately, there are no pre-Civil War buildings still standing on our square.
Oh, wow. Why is it so important for any community, Pulaski or any others, to preserve the history that they have?
Well, the architecture is part of the character of the community as well as the people. And so having these historic buildings as well as families whose history runs deeply in the county help us to develop our story and our identity as a county in Tennessee and a town.
With Lee Company technology, the best handymen are hands-off. Lee Company techs have been using visual findings and other smart technology tools for years to add transparency and virtually take customers along. You see what we see, whether we're in a crawl space or on a roof. With Lee Company, technology helps us help you, no matter what's happening in the world or at your house.
Jones & Lang Sporting Goods here in Columbia has been outfitting teams, officials, and anybody else from T-ball to college for 50 plus years. Be sure and check them out at 931-388-8060 or online at jonesandlang.com. Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Zion Christian Academy, zioneagles.org or 931-388-5731. You can schedule your appointment. Go tour their campus. It is beautiful over there, and you're definitely going to want to see it. Again, it's zioneagles.org. Give them a call, 931-388-5731, and schedule your tour today.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Attention Tennessee homeowners, we want to buy your house. Hi, we are Real Property Solutions, a local real estate investing group. We pay cash for all types of property, so you walk away with more money in your pocket because we eliminate any fees, closing costs, and commissions. Now the best part, we can buy your house as is, meaning you don't have to do a thing to your property. You get to take what you want, leave what you don't, and don't even worry about cleaning. We close on your timeline, whether that's 7 days or 70 days. Interested in selling? Just give us a call and we'll come out to your property and quote you a cash offer within 24 hours. Please call 615-527-8750. That's 615-527-8750.
Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint has been the official sports medicine provider for Maury County Schools for more than 40 years. We specialize in orthopedic service, and our Ortho Quick Walk-In Clinic lets you bypass the ER. Visit us online at www.mtbj.net.
Welcome to the Columbia Arts District, one of the most vibrant communities in all of Columbia and Maury County, where every place and everyone has a story. I'm Chris Yow, and I'm going to tell you just a few of those stories this week in Maury County. Columbia's Arts District is thriving while also undergoing a makeover that will undoubtedly create a welcoming environment for both locals and visitors to the Temple of the Universe. A $2.1 million streetscape project on Garden Street, set to include paving, utility relocation, and additional space for community art visibility, coupled with the $830,000 sidewalk project on South High Street, will transform an already vibrant neighborhood into another unique place to be for local events, shopping, and eating, in addition to the city's booming downtown.
As we stand here, we overhear the work that's being performed now on South Garden Street with respect to the streetscape project. That is really the biggest investment that we've made, single investment anyway, approximately $2.1 million being spent on a streetscape project that will really enhance the welcomeness feel to the Arts District, certainly the entry point of it, and just shows the city's commitment to continuing to see this district thrive.
The district, established in 2016, allows additional property rights for owners and tenants for properties within the special zoning overlay limited for use of artists, artisans, and the establishment of artistic and creative enterprises, workshops, and retail living spaces, regardless of existing zoning classifications. Because of that distinction, the number of businesses and housing projects in the district have skyrocketed, which has caught the attention of national brands such as Bradley Mountain, a San Diego business that has since relocated to the district.
So we are a leather goods manufacturer, and we also do a lot of apparel and all American made goods. We were really hunting for just a place that we felt like had a lot of growth potential, a lot of excitement around it, and we just love the character, the old industrial buildings. And actually we found this spot, met the landlord here. They're amazing people to work with, the Garrow family. And we've kind of later found out that the city was doing the renovations on Garden Street here.
Business owners are being drawn to the district for the vibe businesses and shoppers have created over the last few years. Travis Mitchell, who recently opened his hairstyling shop inside Cult Persona, located on the top floor of the Columbia Arts Building, said being around other creatives is what drew he and his wife to the district for their business.
We're creatives. My wife and I are creatives, and artists come in many forms and shapes and sizes. And I'm a hairstylist. I cut men's hair, women's hair, and for me, it is art, and it is creating shapes and silhouettes. And what better place to submerge yourself in that type of work than around other creatives and other artists, and being inspired by people who paint, people who do sculpture, metalwork, woodworking. It's all art to us, and I just think that that's really cool, and it's really inspiring, and it helps us hone in our craft. And we just really dig being part of a community in the Arts District here. That we're just surrounded by like-minded people in that way.
The cab has a number of tenants, including the popular sandwich shop Ollie and Finn's, Counter, and Bad Idea Brewing, but also features shopping on the first floor as well. Though according to Butler stationery owner Jonathan Butler, that's one of the better kept secrets in town.
The biggest hindrance we have is just the first floor of the cab. Most people don't realize there's a first floor. They think the first floor is upstairs where the food is. So,
while the downtown square and the spokes from that area get much deserved recognition, this is where the city can show off that personality.
We also talk a lot about our downtown being an attraction and almost a tourist attraction. I mean, every time we hear from visitors, they talk about just the beauty of our historic downtown. We like that. We embrace that. We want to continue that. But I also happen to believe that this Arts District is a natural spillover from that downtown. And so trying to find ways to further connect downtown and the Arts District together so that when folks come downtown, they don't just leave after they visited our downtown. They're enticed to stay.
Mayor Chaz Mulder said he believes on a personal level the district is something that can unite Columbia residents with a common thread.
Well, I've always said that you'd be hard-pressed to find a vibrant community that does not also have a vibrant quality of life. I think art brings people together, and I also want to live in a community that is united by what brings them together instead of divided by what separates them, and the Arts District also has a piece of that.
This is Chris Yow with Main Street Sports Today. Every show, Mo Patton and I welcome friends from all across the sports landscape, from high school coaches and reporters to national, college, and pro sports personalities. You never know who might stop by for a chat. She's on Thinking Out Loud, presented by Regions, and Out of Pocket with Alyssa Lang. It is, in fact, Alyssa Lang.
I'm a little nervous. I'm going to lower the bar for guests now.
Oh, no.
Like, apologies in advance. It sounds like
CC Commissioner Greg Sankey.
Got that radio voice.
I know. It's a good sound.
He likes the radio too. As do we.
And then here's the other thing. You guys, you're spot on with the name. Everybody wants to be on Main Street. Everybody wants to be on Main Street. So,
And we reach every main street in Middle Tennessee.
yeah, that's it. So when you're on Main Street and you are moving,
You gotta love it.
like you're moving, I was impressed.
I'm glad someone...
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
it's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
You really good try.
There aren't any cops around.
Didn't think there were any cops around.
I drink and drive all the time.
Sir, you've been in a serious crash. I need you to hang on, okay? Rub your hands, sir. Where you are right now?
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
They have always met wildest expectations as far as taking care of my teeth and my health. You know, teeth health is very important now to your heart. And I told him one day, I said, I'd love to have nice teeth and nice hair. And he said, well, I can take care of the teeth, but I can't take care of the hair. And I said, you can make my teeth? He said, yeah. I said, well, let's go for it. And he did. And I have been tremendously pleased. Dr. Hart, if you need him at night, he's here. This staff here will take care of you 24/7. You don't have to worry about, I can't get a hold of my dentist, my tooth's hurting. No, they will be here for you. And if I could get Dr. Hart to take that same artistry that he has and grow hair, then he would be double rich.
Hey folks, happy Wednesday to you. Ben Luna here with you in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, wishing you a happy hump day as you check out this local forecast. Across the mid-state weather-wise today, things starting out good, but as we head toward lunchtime and especially the mid-afternoon, keep an umbrella close by. Chance for a few pop-up storms will fire across the area today. Now notice these are more cellular in nature, meaning it's that time of year where we're going to contend with those heat of the day thunder showers. So on the 7-day forecast, it's almost a copy and paste. Every day a 20 to 30% shot at seeing those backyard showers where your neighbor could get a little rain and you stay bone dry. It's called Welcome to Living in Middle Tennessee in the middle of the summertime. Temperatures on the warm side across the entire area today. Many of you well into the mid-80s. I think a few of you by the weekend might even be knocking on the back door of the 90s in a few spots. Otherwise, keep the umbrella close by. Those hit and miss storms with us now for the foreseeable future. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll leave you with a final look at the 7-day forecast. Hope you have a great and blessed Wednesday, and we'll talk to you soon.